Hello there, beautiful humans. My name is RidersDX, and today we're going to dive into the very exciting topic of politics. Wait, please don't click off. Please don't click off. Anyway, no. This is not going to be completely political, but this video is actually going to be addressing the brand newly revealed Hogwarts Legacy game. Well, not brandly newly revealed, but more so we finally got our first look at the game with a massive 15-minute gameplay review that just happened this past week, and it honestly looks incredible. I mean, the footage is being shown off here right now, and it just looks like an out-of-this-world adventure. It's that AAA RPG extravaganza fans have been clamoring for years, and I'm honestly just very excited to see how this game develops. However, the game's internet narrative has unfortunately not been completely positive, but that's mostly due to issues that exist outside of it. And so, if y'all don't keep up with politics and such, the quick rundown is that series creator J.K. Rowling has used her platform to spread anti-trans rhetoric that has gained a significant amount of attention. So before we really dive into this, my own spiel, I don't want to dive too deep into the actual stuff that J.K. Rowling is saying. One, because I don't really feel confident about the issues and don't want to say anything wrong, but I do want to just let you all know that I'm fully against her views and believe everyone should be allowed to identify and live their lives as such. I mean, as long as you aren't murdering anyone, like, what's the problem? Just let people be who they want to be and enjoy life in video games. But Hogwarts Legacy is unfortunately brewing up some controversy because people have differing opinions on whether or not it is right to actually support this game, because it would be eventually continuing to fund J.K. Rowling's platform to spread this rhetoric. And so this has actually become quite a heated discussion on Twitter in particular, and so I decided to have Dave post some comments of people that support one side, comments of people that support another side, and some comments of in between, and present them here and then just chat with y'all in terms of whether it is actually right or not right to support this game if you really do believe that J.K. Rowling's comments are detrimental to the community. And so there were a lot of major figures in particular that argued that supporting this game would be wrong, and so here are some of those comments. I don't know why people are saying to buy Hogwarts Legacy to support the devs. Game devs are paid for their work and don't usually get money from the actual sales of the game, especially with big corporations. All you're doing is putting more and more money into J.K. Rowling's pockets. John Cartwright doubled down on that by saying, support the devs isn't exactly a compelling argument for one of the most popular properties in the world. The developers are already being paid for their work on Hogwarts Legacy. I also don't care if you choose to play it. You do you. Consider buying it used though. Some people even suggested that you could pirate the game and that would be okay. Reminder, it's morally correct to pirate Hogwarts Legacy and anything that transphobic bitch makes money off of. Runa says, the appropriate way to play Hogwarts Legacy is just fucking don't. Don't buy it, don't talk about it, don't even talk about, oh, I wish I could play it, it looks cool. Don't. I don't care if you pirate it. If you pirate it, still do not fucking say a word. Don't talk about it. Then Cyrus said, immensely judging creators are willingly promoting Hogwarts Legacy. Want to be a wizard? Go play Skyrim. As you can see, people are very heated about even content creators and such promoting this game, which leaves me a little uneasy, I'm not gonna lie. But I really do think this is an interesting discussion at least, and I really do want to explore both sides of it. So I also had Dave post some comments of people that think it's silly or just not right to just abandon this game just because of J.K. Rowling's views. And so here's what some of those people said. I'm gonna be buying this game at full price and playing to my heart's content. Can't wait to explore Hogwarts. But J.K. Rowling, shut the fuck up. J.K. has nothing to do with Hogwarts Legacy at all, and no one is transphobic or supporting her by buying this game. I highly fucking doubt anyone stopped buying from Amazon or stopped using Facebook. Stop the virtue signaling. This game is amazing. One person was wondering what was wrong with this game, and another person replied that, well, it was nothing. What's wrong with this game? Nothing. The game would be great, exploring Hogwarts, etc. People who don't want to play it's fine, but the dictator is toxic and ridiculous. A minority want to destroy this iconic franchise. The joke. I'm going to buy the most expensive version of the game, but all the DLC. Hopefully there's microtransactions I can dump an unnecessary amount of money into and donate money to whoever is making the next Harry Potter project just in spite of people like you. So the argument is very heated on both sides as well, because people are saying don't support this game. It's completely wrong to support this game, and people that are really excited for this game and don't necessarily care as much about the transphobic views are very angry as well, because they look at this as being detrimental to the game's success and potentially sequels and successors afterwards. But some people felt a little bit conflicted by this. I'm conflicted by it because ignoring the elephant in the room, it honestly looks fantastic, yet I just don't feel right supporting Rolling. Is it even worth trying to boycott it if, let's be honest, it's probably going to sell millions regardless? Legitimate question. And some people just outright said they didn't care about what was going on in terms of JK Rowling's views and yeah, are just indifferent to it. I don't care about the Twitter hate on Hogwarts Legacy. I will buy it day one and enjoy the heck out of it. If I would care about every person who is involved in a franchise I might won't like their way of thinking / personality, I bet I could enjoy anything in this world because people are trash. But that's nothing anyone should worry about though. I just don't care about JK. It's not my cup of tea. And so there's a lot of different things to unpack here, and it's just an unfortunate situation because a game that honestly looks so ambitious and looks so well produced is basically tormented by these things that are completely out of its control. I mean, the Harry Potter IP is, fantastic. Everyone loves Harry Potter to some extent. I mean, I remember when I first saw Harry Potter and was just completely in love with the magical world it immersed you into. I mean, it was basically like, here's a movie where you basically get to walk through the shoes of this average Joe, seemingly, who basically gets his world turned upside down with a completely magical world that you were completely unaware of, and you get to really revel in its sights and really discover its secrets across, the entire franchise. And it honestly is one of the most amazing franchises to have ever become, a thing. And I have to give props to JK Rowling because this came from her. And so despite what her views are, she's an incredible creator, and this game is just another example of how incredible that world is and how unfortunate it is that things like this are keeping it from really being celebrated. But my personal opinion on this is that, of course, I disagree with J.K. Rowling's views, and I feel really sad that the franchise has to suffer because of one person's differing views that honestly don't make a lot of sense. But at the same time, this franchise is great, and there's a lot of people actually working on this franchise that do disagree with J.K. Rowling's views, including the star actors of these movies. And so it's like J.K. Rowling may be the main creator of the franchise, but the people behind it, the people that are out there making games and TV shows and movies, they're the ones that, maybe some of them do share their views, but a lot of people don't share those views and are completely against what J.K. Rowling is standing for. And so it's like, sure, you would be preventing money from going into one person's pockets, but at the same time, there's a bunch of other people that are behind these games and movies and franchises that really could use the support and are completely innocent in the situation. And so, I don't know, I think it's a choice that everyone needs to make personally. I think I'm personally going to buy the game used because I simply cannot support those views, but it's a difficult decision and everyone is allowed to make their own decision. I mean, honestly, I think one person had a point that despite everyone's efforts, I think this game is going to sell enormously well, and JK Rowling is going to benefit from that. That's all there is to it. But what you can do is just to keep yourself educated and make sure that whatever you're reading up on, you really look into it and do your own research and just come to your own conclusion about these views. It's okay to kind of question JK Rowling's views. Maybe there's some things behind that sound a little bit reasonable, but always do your own research. Don't let big celebrities just pioneer your views and dictate what it is you should be doing. Always do your own research and just make sure that you feel educated and make your own decision based off of those things. And so I really don't think there's a right or wrong answer to this because there's so many companies that have done really shitty things. I mean, if you think about the stuff that Nintendo has pulled, for instance, with the esports community and such, why are we supporting any Nintendo products, for instance? I mean, there's a reason not to support anyone, and unfortunately the reality is as long as these companies are making great products that people like, then they'll continue to stay successful. But it has to come down to your own personal decision about whether or not you support these properties. And yeah, I think my personal opinion is that I just cannot support J.K. Rowling's views, but I do think this game looks amazing and I do want to, experience it because, I mean, it's the Harry Potter game I've always wanted. I've always wanted that big, gigantic AAA RPG adventure of Harry Potter, and this game looks like it's delivering exactly that. And so it's conflicting, but it's a great game and I want to try it out. So it is what it is, but I think I will buy it used just so that I don't have to support J.K. Rowling's views, but at the same time, I'll still get to enjoy the experience. But everyone needs to make their own decision on that. I'm not here to tell you which way you should go. This is just my personal opinion, how I'm personally tackling this. But definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you all think about this? Do you all think that it's wrong to support this game, or do you think we should still be supporting this game anyway despite these views? Let me know why or why not in the comments, and let's just keep things really civil. honestly, I don't think it's going to do anyone good to be flaming or attacking anyone that is for or against this game. You know, just keep things civil. I know you all have the potential to, you know, talk about this reasonably. I mean, I talk about things reasonably all the time, and, you know, I think life is better for it. So let's have a nice civil conversation in the comments and just, you know, enjoy the visuals while watching this video, because I mean, seriously, the visuals of this game look absolutely incredible. I heard it's gonna be on the Switch too, which doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how this game is gonna be on the Switch, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But yeah, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents here and listen to your thoughts. And so if you like Warner Brothers properties in general, I have a video here talking about every single detail we know about the big multiverses game so far, so definitely go check that out in the right corner if you like. But alright, this is Riders, riding out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Special shout out to my patrons, New Gamer Hub, Team Rattle Sign Gamer, Trash Q, Claw84. These are my patrons / YouTube members. If you'd like to become a patron or YouTube member, get access to a whole bunch of different perks, and please check out the links in the description box below. But alright, this is Riders, riding out.